Hey, it's me, it's Kira. I just wanted to jump on and do a video tonight. I wanted to kind of go over some new makeup that I got. I filmed a video and then of course I somehow deleted it, so that's good. But anyway, so I've already filmed technically a makeup look with, I've used both of these palettes already. But what I wanted to show you today are two palettes that I got for Christmas that I'm super excited about. They're new to me. They're not necessarily new, brand-wise, but they're new to me. So I wanted to showcase them. I did want to show first what I already have my face makeup on. Well, I already have my whole look done from a different palette that I used today specifically. So I'm going to actually take off this eye makeup look and do a new one, hopefully, for this video is kind of what I'm hoping for. But I just wanted to show what I've used today. I'm going to probably just keep my base as is. If I need to retouch it, I will, but I don't want to redo my whole face makeup since it's already done and it's, of course it's nighttime. So one thing I wanted to showcase or basically mention is I got some new lights, so hopefully you can actually see me. I feel like it's way better. My husband's cousin Paul, he's awesome. He actually does film professionally, and he got me some lights that he has, or just lights that he knew that would work well for me for filming. He knew I started YouTube and of course wants to support that, so he's awesome. So that's why you can actually see my face, and I feel like you can actually see my makeup for what it is. Again, this is a full day wear, so it's looking really good. I mixed two foundations, so I have the Fenty Beauty. This one's the Pro Filter one. I think they're soft matte. Yeah, soft matte. And then I mixed it with the NYX Glaze. I love both of these together because it does give more coverage, but it still gives a glow, because if it is the matte formula, I do like this because it does give a good coverage and it still looks beautiful, but I wanted a little bit of an extra glow today. So I've mixed both of these and I love the look it gave. I used some of my Milani baked, Milani not baked, the Cheek Kiss bronzer. I used my Pro Concealer. I did a little bit of a touch up with this. I actually used a different concealer earlier today, and then I did just touch up for the video with this to just kind of brighten under here. What else? Oh, the palette. Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I want to do my face. I did the She Glam little blush. I did also just put this on because I had a different blush on for today. So that's not an all day wear, but. And then the Morphe powder, I used this. I am loving this so far. I feel like it's the Cloudlight Soft Glow Veil. I feel like it's a setting-ish powder where you can still set, but then you're not super matte. I feel like this works well for me kind of all over the face when I want more of that glow to still come through. And then I used the Morphe eyeshadow palette, one of their new eyeshadow palettes. This is the Sky-Fi one. So this is what I wore today. Yeah, I had my nephew's birthday party and wanted to look a little more, well, I can look like this anytime. It doesn't have to be an occasion, but I wanted to use these colors today, I should say. I felt like a more colorful look today. So I wanted to use these colors, and I love the look I got. Again, this has been all day wear for my eyeshadow look. And then I did use a teeny tiny bit of this Revolution just in the inner corner to add to it. I did use this, but then I added this on top of that. But yeah, that's pretty much my makeup look. I also had the Morphe brow, what is it, the mousse? Yeah, the volumizing mousse, the brow tease. I like this, and I think it looks really good still for the end of the day. So yeah, let's jump into the palette. I'm so excited. Well, palettes, I have two palettes I want to show you. So I have, let's see, which one do I want to show first? Let's go ahead and do this one. This one is the Ozzy Osbourne Jolie Beauty palette. I have been eyeing this palette for a long time since it came out. I can't even remember when it came out. It came out this year, I believe, at the beginning of the year, right before Ozzy passed away, actually. And it was like beautiful timing. It just was a good homage to his life. I love the backside of it because it gives like a timeline of his life. So it's really cool. It gives some good, like, basically just good parts of his life that he's had. So I love that about it. You know, the last one is that Jolie Beauty collection, which is the 2025. So yeah, it was at the very beginning, I believe, of the year, maybe around March that it came out. But look how stunning it is. I'm just gonna flip down the mirror so you don't see like a huge reflection. Look how beautiful. This is like perfect. I usually am a more warm toned person. I love warm tones. I love orange. I love neutrals. I do love color as well. And if I do go for color, it usually is purples or reds, is my more common color that I use. I'm really excited for the yellow. Fun fact, I did a look with this when I thought I was filming when I was going to post this video. And I did like a sunset look with the red, orange, and yellow, and it turned out so beautiful. So I'm so sad that I lost that footage. So I'll definitely have to do that look again. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. I'm thinking I'm gonna do, if I use this palette, I'm gonna do a more neutral look, maybe go into more of those browns or like bronzy colors, is kind of what I'm thinking, because that's actually what I haven't used quite yet. But if I don't use this one, I am going to use my second palette that I got for Christmas, which is the Halloween 2 palette. I love a good spooky palette or theme, and I love horror movies, and I love what this is all about. I love the look of it. I love fall, so my husband knows me. And I've heard this is one of their better palettes. This is from Glamlite. So I've heard Glamlite is hit or miss. I don't know. This is my first Glamlite palette I've tried, so I can't like give much about that, but that's what I've just heard from other like content creators or YouTubers out there, that other ones maybe haven't been the best. It's kind of a hit or miss on quality. But I swatched these, and from what I've worn, I've loved what I've done. Sorry, let me try to hold it open there for you. So this is gorgeous. Definitely a very Halloween color story, in my opinion. I feel like it is pretty set. And obviously there's not a ton of variety in this one. Unlike like the Ozzy, I feel like there's a lot more variety, but it's definitely pretty. I love also the neutrals, of course. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this one just because it does have a lot of those neutral oranges that I use. Browns and oranges is one of my most favorite colors to use when I do eyeshadow looks. Blue is actually one of my least favorite colors, but I have been wanting to get out of my comfort zone, and I feel like this blue is definitely something that I could get down with, especially these two like sparkly, shifty shadows. So yeah, I'm really excited. I honestly feel like I want to do a blue look today, because I've been wanting to try this and get into like these deep blue colors and do a really like bold halo eye, probably is what I'm thinking. So because of that, I'm gonna use this one. I just have to use this one. I will have to showcase the Jolie, or the Jolie Beauty one, the Ozzy Osbourne one, another time, just because I have played with this one more, and this is something maybe I can do a neutral look on. Maybe if I wake up early enough, I can do an actual video in the morning before work and just try to do that another time. But we're gonna go ahead and take off what I have on my eyes right now. I am gonna just try to clean it up as much as I can with just a makeup wipe. I really want to try to keep the rest of my base and honestly as much mascara as I can. I don't really want to retouch that because it's not about the mascara right now, it's about the eyeshadow. So I don't want that to affect anything, but I'm gonna try to just leave what's on the eyelashes and try to just get off all the residual sparkles. So I might take off some makeup a little bit doing this on the face, but that is okay. Again, I'm not looking for like a super perfect base. This isn't necessarily a testing video. I mean, obviously I haven't used the blue shades yet, so I guess that is a test in itself, but this isn't the first time I've used this palette, so I feel like I can just do this and be okay. But anyway, how was your Christmas and your holidays? Do you celebrate Christmas? Do you celebrate New Year's? Like, I do both. I love both. I just love the holidays. These aren't probably my favorite holidays. I love Halloween. I love spooky. I love fall theme. I love all of that in the fall in October. I also really like the 4th of July as far as like summer and barbecues. I'm not the biggest fan of fireworks anymore. I used to be, but now that I'm older, I just don't love them, especially because my dog doesn't love them and they're loud and people are loud late at night when I'm trying to sleep. So I don't love it as much as I used to anymore, but I still love like the meaning of it. Thanksgiving is probably a top favorite because of the food. I love food in general, and then I love Thanksgiving food, and then family all together. Like, it's just a fun time. So I think honestly, besides Halloween, Thanksgiving is probably my top holiday, and then from there probably Christmas. You know, New Year's is always fun. I just don't ever really have plans for New Year's, so I'm usually just at home. And then yeah, I also love Easter. I don't know, there's just a lot of good holidays. Okay, that is gonna be good enough. I know there's some like residual sparkle possibly, and just my mascara is a little bit blurred or just a little messy, but it's a good enough base for me. I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer. I've literally cut into this because it's gotten to the last like little bits. And it's weird because there's so much left in the container, like when I look in it. So I don't know why it won't squeeze that part out. It's kind of disgusting now. But I have a new Ulta Beauty shipment coming, and I feel like I got a primer. And if I didn't, I need to get one because I use an eyeshadow primer all the time. Practically every day, almost every day I wear eyeshadow, I use it because it just really does create that longevity and limits that creasing, makes it bolder. Like, it's just, when you have a primer, it's hard to go back. So that's something where I almost always prime my lids, so that I feel like the shadows really pop. So I'm just using, it's just an Ulta Beauty one, is what I used. So there's that. And then I'm gonna let it just sit for a minute, and we're gonna go ahead and start going in with this palette. I think I wanna use the first shade here, just to kind of start the transition, the Guilty, nice little knife. Look at that. What is it called? Embellishment? Embossment? I can't remember. Don't judge me what the word is. I can't even think of it right now. Okay, I'm gonna use just a fluffy brush. I'm just using a little mixer just to clean it off slightly from what I used this morning, so don't mind me. It's just a fluffy blending brush. I got these new makeup brushes for Christmas as well. My sweet sister, she got them for me. There's some face brushes, and then there's obviously like a ton of eye brushes, and I'm so excited because, again, I do not like to spend my money on brushes for whatever reason. It's just not the fun part of makeup for me. And so as much as I need them, like I need my brushes and I use them every time I do my makeup, I don't like to spend money on them. So that's something I actually had on my Christmas list, that I really wanted more makeup brushes to have some variety. My makeup brushes are so old and I don't have an official set. I have only gotten like one brush here and there to add to my collection. It's never been like an actual full set of brushes. So the nice thing about this is it has that variety. There's both the eye brushes and then there's both the face brushes. So I'm just gonna show you what I have. I'm just cleaning them off because I was not prepared for that. Okay, so yeah, I love this one. This is my first one that I'm cleaning off. So I might have a little bit of residual, but that's okay. So the only thing is I don't know like the full, it's just the Jessup brand. I actually have not heard of this. So am I crazy? Like, is this a common brand? I haven't heard of it. But I love these brushes so far. So this one's a dual end. It has, you know, kind of the longer side here. It's a very flat edged kind of packer, and this one's a little bit of a shorter brush end. And then I have another one, very like a baby brush. Let me see if I can get it up close. So this one's like a teeny baby and I love it. It's perfect for like the inner corner highlight. This one is your typical like, could be brow. It's a dual end. You could also use it for eyeliner, very straight, sort of angled on the end here. And the spoolie, I love how big the spoolie is. Most of the spoolies that I've had are very small, so that's kind of fun. This one is another small one that I love to use for like the inner corner. It's a little bit bigger than the one of them I showed you, but it's similar shape. This one again is very teeny tiny. Like look at how small that is, and it's flat. It's just like a flat line. This one's very very teeny, so I love this for like an eyeliner. I have noticed when I have used this one specifically that I get so much fallout, and so I think I just pack on too much. I need to like tap it off when I use that one, but otherwise. And then I have these three like blending or like crease brushes, and I love them. I love brushes like this, so that is what I'm using. I feel like I'm like talking so fast and then I got out of breath, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna go into this first shade. Like I said, Guilty. I'm just gonna kind of use this all over in my crease, and I'm just gonna kind of see and build up that shade first. I almost always use a lighter transition shade in the beginning because it helps me kind of see the vision and get the base down first, and then I can build from there and then do like my dark colors. I don't know what it is, but that's just how I usually do it. I have an eyelash coming down my face. Obviously you don't have to do it that way. I just like to do it that way. It's my personal preference. I just feel like it helps me balance out the colors. And then once I do like the crease that I like, if I want to build up with the darker shade, I do the darker shade first. And then if I want to build up the lighter shade again, if I've lost anything, then I kind of go back in with that. So already, this is a beautiful color. It's like a gray, dusty blue. So I love that. Again, blue is not a common shade that I use. And then also cool tones. This palette is very cool toned. So I actually really like that because I don't have a lot of that in my collection. Most of my palettes, like you saw with that Ozzy Osbourne one, is beautiful and warm toned. And again, I use it so much that I love that, but it's nice to have some variety. This is definitely a unique palette in my collection, I feel. Even though there are neutrals in there and some orange shades, I still feel like it's very unique. So I love how that has built up. Again, I just did most of this in the crease. I'll probably just leave that as is for now. And then I'm gonna go in, this one is kind of a more dense like packer brush. I am gonna go in, I think, to this dark blue. It's called Angry. And I am just gonna go into that shade. Wish me luck. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. It's building on really nicely to that one shade. The other shade, Guilty. And I'm just gonna like pack this on the outer corner. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. Okay. No, one of my lights just turned off. I don't know if it died or if I need to just, give me 1 second. Let me try to figure out this button here. They must turn off after like a certain amount of time. The other one might be turning off here in a minute then. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. Okay. Look how nicely that built up. I love it. I'm gonna just do a little bit of a pop in this. Like I said, I kind of want to do more of a halo eye. And just leave like the very smidgest blank spot because it's gonna go, basically it's gonna be a shimmer put there. So I don't really need a ton of the blank space. I just want to kind of really pack this in and build it up. And I don't care if it's a little bit messy. I actually like kind of a messy, more blown out look sometimes. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. And then even when I'm looking like in this mirror here up close, it's like even brighter than what's translating on the camera. It translates directly what is showing like in the pan. I feel like it's so bright and vibrant and I really like that. And honestly, I feel like it makes my eyes just like pop a little bit. Give them a little bit more of a blue like tone. So pretty. Okay, now that I have that, I am gonna go ahead and go in with, I'm trying to decide if I wanna do both. So this is Welcome to Santa Maria, or Santa, isn't Mira? It's been so long. Santa Myra. That's this blue, it's kind of like a gray blue shade, giving me a little bit of that gray in there. And then this is Killing It Since 78. So that's your more like straight blue. They look pretty similar, honestly. That's one thing that I wish they were a little bit more different than each other. This one's again slightly more cool toned, I feel like, with like more gray. And then this one's more straight like blue with more light blue flecks in it. A little bit more shifty. And then this one is He's Back. And this one I can tell is gonna be like shifty. Okay. It's kind of more of your like brown pink, like greenish blue shade. So I'm not gonna do that one. I'm just wiping off my fingers just to try to decide. Honestly, I might do a little bit of a mixture, but I think I want to focus with this more blue shade. I know I'm gonna use it, but I just need to put on my glitter primer because that is a must. Again, I always use this for shimmers and glitters because it just makes it pop and stick and not crease, and it just adds to that longevity. I mean, you could still do it with just your normal base, but I feel like it just always gives that even extra boost. And I always use my fingers, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go in with that Killing It Since 78, which is more of that true blue shade. Oh my word. Okay, that's gorgeous. I'm just going to kind of mess it all over the lid. I went higher than what I wanted, but that's okay. That is beautiful. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna add just a smidge of that gray blue shade. It's super pretty. Do the same to this eye. Oh my goodness, like look how beautiful that is. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Okay. I love eyeshadow. I love it. I love it so much. And I feel like it looks so good on me. Normally I don't like blues, but like it looks good. I feel good in this. Maybe I've been missing out this whole time. I'm just gonna kind of wipe away that shimmer a little bit. And I'm going back in with that Guilty shade, which was that light, like first transitional shade color that I used in the beginning. And I'm just gonna kind of, yeah, I have shimmer like going up into my brow now. So there is a little bit of fallout. I can see like a little bit here, some flecks. Honestly, I normally just wipe it away with like a brush and it usually is fine. Unless it's like a really dark matte that is there, I'm usually good. I get like a big brush and I just like flick it away. And that usually takes care of it. Sometimes it does rub it in, so it's kind of up to you. And then my mascara is flecking. So yeah, it did, I don't know if you can see the sparkle. It did rub it in a little bit, but for the most part, I feel like it's been gone away, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. It's my new saying. Okay, I love how this is looking, just that very smoked out, blown out, blue, like sparkly, gorgeous, deep shade. I love this. I'm trying to decide if I want to put something in the inner corner. I believe I do, and if I want to do anything underneath my eye. I do think I want to go into this One Good Scare. That's such a good like inner corner highlight shade. I'm going to use this brush here. It's a little bit bigger. Just gonna, oh yes, that's so cute. Just place that in that inner, and this one is just, yeah, very like white shifting like blue color. So it's like perfect for the inner corner, especially to like complement the blue shades. Okay, I really like that. Super pretty. Okay. Now I think I'm gonna go in with this darker kind of charcoal shade. This one is Halloween Night Massacre, and I think I'm gonna put this on the underneath of my eye. So I am going to use, I'm honestly gonna use the same blue, dark blue like brush that I had earlier, just because I'm fine if there's a little bit of like residual blue. And I'm just gonna really smoke this out under the lash line, because we're going for a very bold, blown out, smoky eye. that is beautiful. Honestly, it is so pretty. And then I think just some finishing touches. I'm gonna go into that smaller blending brush and I'm gonna use that highlight again and just kind of go a little bit more underneath. Just to kind of build that sparkle up. So pretty. And obviously I have a little bit of darkness here and it's not that big of a deal, but if you need to, I just use like a makeup wipe to clean up like the edges. Obviously it will take off your face makeup, so if you don't want to do that, with my sponge, then you can just, you know, let it be smoky. It doesn't even need to be a certain way. That's what I love about makeup, is it can be however you'd like it to be. All right, and then I think the last thing I'm gonna do is just use the black. I'm gonna use this like angled brush here, and I'm just gonna go into this black Every Day is Halloween shade. I'm just gonna line I feel like that's not doing much right now. Okay. Beautiful. Well, I think that's it. I think this is the look. Maybe for funsies, I want to look at this orange shade here. Look how beautiful that is. So if you wanted to go into like blue and orange, you could definitely go into that. So there's this darker one and there's this lighter one. And you could just like pop that and mix it and do a little orange. Kind of makes it a little bit more like neutral. So that is always an option as well. It's really pretty. Obviously, if you use the orange on its own, you'd get more of its true color. So I think that's it. I am gonna have to do an orange look and a neutral look at some point using this palette, but what do we think? I super love this palette. The mattes are blendable, the shimmers are beautiful, it's really soft. It's like a really soft formula, which I really like. Honestly, the fallout wasn't that bad. Someone just keeps dying for some reason. I think it's my plug. I think it gets overheated over there because it seems to be struggling. Anyway, so yeah, I really love it. Very soft shades. I think the one thing of feedback so far between using it today and then using it the last like 2 times I've had it, I feel like these 2 shades, the 2 orange and then the 2 blue sparkly shifty shades, I feel like they're both pretty similar. So that's the only feedback I have for this, is that I wish they differed a little bit more. I feel like they differ enough when they're in the pan, but then once you put it on, it honestly feels like, or even when you like swatch it, there's just not that much of a difference to me personally, where I wish one would have been lighter or a little bit more of like a duochrome, just a little bit more different, so that there was that difference in there. And then the same with the blues. Again, like obviously this one is a more true blue and this one's more of a gray blue, but I just wish that they were a little bit different, because I do feel like they're pretty similar. The rest of the shimmer shades are different. So that is definitely a more like neutral shade. This one is probably going to be my favorite shade. It's just a brown. Slay all day. That's something I can wear at work. The He's Back, and then the glitter one, or the highlighter, more looky shade. So anyway, that's this palette. So let me know what you think. I really love this look. I love the blue. I should honestly wear it more often. But yeah, thanks. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.